I think it's really good for families with young children, because most people can teach their children to ride, but then there's that stage where they're struggling to find places that they feel are safe enough for their children to practice.
Additional cycling facilities, the purpose of those really is to give cyclists more choice, that confident cyclists are encouraged to use the road but expected very often by those who don't know to use the cycle paths.
I think it's great, especially if you can get more like cycle lanes and off-road cycle lanes for people that aren't as confident. It's just, if people feel a bit safer to just give it a try, I think it's wonderful.
The cycling side of things has taken off significantly with just the introduction of more inclusive cycling schemes.
It's always been a town where there have been a larger proportion of people cycling than in other towns, and it's probably why it was chosen to be one of the cycling towns.
It can be really difficult if you're a nervous cyclist to cycle on the road. It gives them an opportunity to cycle without having to worry about the traffic.
It's geographically a great location for that sort of investment.
I think there is more interest in cycling. We're improving the infrastructure around town, so people, I think, are aware that they've got new routes near them.
We've certainly seen where we've put in new routes that there are more people using them, and generally it feels to me, just as observing, that particularly since sort of May this year, there's been a real explosion in cycling.
There was a time when you rode a bike because you couldn't afford a car, but now we see people cycling because they want to cycle, and this cycle route has been a big help. It's a pity that we don't have cycle routes like this in all directions out of the town.
The cycle network's brilliant. Hopefully when my kids get more adept at using their bikes as well, we're going to start using them and going for longer bike rides.
Shrewsbury now a cycle town, and it's definitely showing.
Particularly obviously now the weather's a bit better, it's picked up a lot more.
Yeah, more and more people are cycling.
Even my friends have just commented they've seen a lot more people cycling, which is great.
I think the feeling behind all the cycling towns is that you have to invest seriously in helping people to get cycling.
Get a cycle buddy if you're unsure. It's always nice to have a bit of support, because I know it is a bit daunting if people haven't done it for years. It might feel a bit scary, especially if you're an adult.
The network's there now available, and there's always the informal routes as well, and they're just so easy and very safe to go on. Just get out and use them really.
Try it and just get out there and have a go, and I think that's what largely the majority of attendees are doing today.
Do it. Get some training if you're not confident.
Borrow a bike, perhaps, if you're not thinking of buying.
The only way is experiencing it firsthand.
There are so many other people out there doing it that you don't have to be mad, you don't have to be eccentric. It's just convenient, fun, and a good thing to do with your family.